The topics discussed and the information provided on this program is for general information. The hosts of this show are not medical professionals and are expressing their personal views and stories related to their individual lives. Their views are not intended to be used or taken as medical information. If you or a family member have suffered a traumatic brain injury, you should seek help from a practicing licensed physician.
Hi, I'm Malin Whitaker. Welcome to Brain Mechanics. This is a show about traumatic brain injury, stroke, caretaking, and today about having fun and participating so that you can help people. We have coaches from the Newcastle Miracle League Network here with us today, and they're going to tell you how they got involved, what they do, and how much fun it is. Remember, this is a show about opinions, at least Matt and I anyway, and that we're neither doctors, lawyers, nutritionists, nor therapists in any way. But when it comes to brain injury, whether having it or caretaking, been there, done that. Welcome to Brain Mechanics. And now, our host, Matthew Duffin.
Do you realize you just said this is my opinion, so people change the channel right away? They don't want to listen to my opinion.
No.
They want to hear baseball.
Opinions, unless surgically removed, are with everyone.
No, I'm not an MD. Well, I am. I'm Matt Duffin. Hi. Welcome back. We're still playing baseball. I do every day of my life in my mind. Got that. Hats, uniforms, trophies. Got one Rob can't have. These are my guests at Rob Up Church and the lovely Nancy Henshaw. She's not still saying anything to me, but I'll get her talking. We're going to talk about Miracle League Baseball. They are coaches. They are on the board of directors. They help make decisions and cuts. Do you belong to, I know Rob belongs to the Upness Club, and they're a big sponsor. Do you?
No, I don't.
No? Oh, boy. I just recruited you, didn't I? Rob and Nancy have tremendous work ethic with them to begin with. They have jobs and families and things they have to do in their everyday life. And they show up to baseball park, and they work not only with 10 or 12 disabled children, possibly adults, but also the buddies and the families. And I don't want to overlook the families that come to these ballparks to begin with, because I think what I've seen is tremendous. These families, just like Little League, they'll sit in the bleachers together and they'll watch the ball games, and as the season goes on, they'll start sharing and carrying together, so they can also get information from each other. You know, I'm stuck in that mode of awareness and passing and paying it forward. I'd play it forward if it quit raining, but our season's kind of damp.
Right.
Sure is.
There's 270 countries served. I don't know how many ball games they're played every Saturday. Most of the teams play on Saturdays. Most of them have coaches like Nancy and Rob that have some understanding of our disability. And they also have the caring and the love that it takes. They'll bring God to the ball diamond with us. I'll stand up for the national anthem each and every time. Kick your butt if you don't, if you're beside me. I don't believe in it. That's my American flag. I earned it.
Mm-hmm.
You fought for it.
I fought for it.
Yeah.
And then I fought for those freedoms. And Mr. Kaepernick, there's other ways to do those freedoms. besides public humiliation.
What I am real curious about for you from the coaches, I mean, this is not, I'm in a business that I deal with some of the teams, and the involvement for those with the normal kids is extraordinary. And I'm not saying that these are, I mean, your involvement, though, is beyond maybe making it to the state finals. Mm-hmm. It's beyond what. Rob, why are you there?
Why am I there? Well, I had interest years ago. And because of my schedule, I worked too much, couldn't get involved. I always watched it and observed and saw those who helped. And I thought, this is really great. You have kids and adults who can't go out and play ball normally. Mm-hmm. And people have cared enough, loved them enough to start a league and give them an opportunity to play. And you can see the love in the people, that they care about the kids and the adults. I always loved baseball. Mm-hmm. But so you put two together, and I love the setting of being on the field, outside in the sunshine and the grass and the ball field and all that. Mm-hmm. And so I loved kids, I love adults, you know, and it's a way to serve, because one of the biggest things in life isn't making money or big fantastic things, but serving. Mm-hmm. And so you can go on this ball field every Saturday, and you're serving each player, you're serving other coaches, you're serving the buddies. It's a big family. It's been mentioned several times. It's a big family, and you're serving each other. So it's a great thing to be a part of.
Makes you feel good inside?
Oh yeah. They always say getting thing it's bigger than you, and this is way bigger than me. It's just something I do. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, Nancy, you're also involved. He was mentioning buddies and adults and this sort of stuff. So this is not like regular baseball in any way, apparently.
T-ball rules.
We do.
What is the structure of a team or group? How does that? You got a player and a buddy?
We do. I have 9 players on my team, and each one of them has a buddy.
Okay.
We have a lot of parents that help out, that come out on the field with their child.
Well, we're talking about the structure of the teams and the involvement. You've got parents on the field. Mm-hmm. It's actually a good thing. Mm-hmm. You've got. So if someone wanted to be involved with someone that they knew had some sort of disability, they could be involved, or should they offer themselves up on like your website or get a hold of you through Facebook to let you know?
They can do that, but we have sign-ups, buddy sign-ups before the league starts.
Okay.
They go through training so that they know what they're doing with, certain kids and stuff like that. But if they don't make it for that and they come along later and say, hey, I really want to do this,
but
we will make sure
no one who wants to be a buddy or may want to help needs to be intimidated that, well, I don't know, I'm working with these kids and I don't know. There is help there, right?
Right.
Oh, wow.
And then if you're a fairly normal baseball little kid or normal older person, then she'll hook you up with, just a ball player. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cindy is the director
at
the Newcastle.
Cindy Brooks, she decides who's...
Yes.
Well, based on when this show is airing, we still have time. If people want to get involved, they can get involved, and can get in there and help. What about sponsors? Are you looking for people to sponsor or contribute? I understand that you are a certified not-for-profit, and so probably tax deductible if someone who wants to buy uniforms or hats or whatever.
Yeah, we're always looking for more sponsors. That's always.
Because you're not getting any subsidies any other way, correct? I mean, it's just whoever helps.
Right.
I think we have several that come back each year and sponsor again.
Right.
Then you lose some sometimes, and then you get new sponsors. And so Cindy is very good to pursue that and ask and.
Again, through the Facebook or the website.
Or
I believe if you look on the
on
the Newcastle Miracle League Facebook website, there's probably a list of the advertising and cost and things. And
oh, really? Okay.
It's really inexpensive compared to all these other softball and little league diamonds and stuff that's around the league. I know I'm around them, or I was. It's inexpensive. They get signs, much like the one on the front of this desk. Made up, hang on the signs, the dugout if you rent a dugout for the season. Just different things put out in the outfield fence, bleachers, different costs for different things. Uniforms. But seems like somebody wants to buy our uniforms about every year. Last couple of years they have. Somebody's just donated to buy our uniforms. And our sponsors' money goes to in another direction.
How have you found the interaction with the kids to get out there what does it bring to them, and to what level or depth, or I don't know how to say it exactly, do you find people with handicaps? I mean, blind, deaf, wheelchair bound? I mean, what are we talking about here?
We have all different levels. Some are confined to wheelchairs.
Okay.
Some, I had one last year who was blind.
Blind.
And so you actually had to hold his hand to get around the bases.
Wow. Tony?
Tony.
He was my boy.
He was a good guy. He loved playing.
Yeah.
He couldn't see what was going on. But then when he batted, you would put a tee up by home plate, put the ball on the tee, and then take his hand and put it on the ball, let him know where the ball was. And
Orient him to where the location.
And he would hit the ball, and then you would help him get around the base paths.
Wow.
And
He
then
would
you
buddy up with me.
Yeah.
He came out on the diamond. He liked to buddy up with me.
Yeah.
And I'm not a buddy. I'm a ball player, but whatever.
Well, you're helping. It sounds like everyone's deeply, deeply involved. It's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it just really, he wanted to know how to play. You know, I'll get down and catch the ball. You let me know when it's coming. What I got to do?
I'm not into. Matt knows I'm not into sports, but I'm into the compassion that you guys are showing. So, the lineup is a blind, wheelchair bound, stroke victim, TBI, ADHD,
Sure.
autism.
Yes,
all that.
all of it.
All that.
Okay.
We lost a game in 4 years.
Well, and there's something interesting. People used to play sports to enjoy themselves. I mean, there's no state championship for the Miracle League Network, I guess, is there?
Not
Not in ours, no.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So why are you there? Why?
Just the joy of the game. I was showing you a book a little while ago. I brought this book for some reason. I don't know why, but I was a big Willie Mays fan back in the day.
Okay.
And I was a big Giants fan.
Let's say, hey, kid.
And I found this book. For some reason, it caught my eye yesterday.
Yeah.
It talks about how players play today, and there's so many drugs involved, and performance-enhancing drugs, and so on. And this book talks about baseball back then was a drug of joy. You just played for the fun of the game. And what you see on the field is, and Cindy, when she's out there as the director, and Matt plays, and you see, and I know Nancy's the same way, you see players and parents and coaches who just enjoy being out there. So there's
For the love of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's actually there to enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah.
some of our kids, that's all they have to look for the whole year. And that's their life for those 7 or 8 weeks that we play ball.
Yeah.
So the period of time is 7 to 8 weeks, and then now are you?
This is Special Olympics. This has nothing to do with Special Olympics. No,
No.
competition.
No,
nothing.
okay.
You know, if you want Special Olympics, you know, join
there,
Special
but
Olympics and be on a team.
This is different. Yeah. Now, are you competing at the same time with Little League and softball and t-ball with the other kids, or you stagger your times so as to fit in at a different time, or how's you got your own diamond?
We do. We
Your own diamond. Okay.
Yeah. We use the high school's diamond
Okay.
in the park there in Newcastle.
This is Newcastle. Okay.
Two of them.
Yeah, we have two diamonds.
Neat.
But no, most of, we don't start till late July, 1st to August. So
Okay. Okay.
we play on Saturday
Okay.
morning. So
And most of the baseball season is finished
For the most
by
part.
then, or at least for high school anyway.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And if they have, if we have parents or players that have siblings or whatever that are playing, they work around that so that they can be there to play their game too.
It's a perfect opportunity for softball or Little League teams that want to stay together for another week or a few more weeks, like they do as school goes, to come out and enjoy some of the day. Come and eat hot dogs with us. Have an icy.
Yeah.
We have, I'm not going to advertise, but, we always have slushy type somethings that we eat.
Neat.
I like playing when it's hot. I'll play with the adults. I'll get me a slushie. I'll go down and see if I can help one of the Little League teams. And they rip it out of my hand as I'm walking through with my slushie. And Rob's an adult coach.
Okay.
You can be an adult whenever you kind of choose to be. You want to play with the adults. It's more of your talent. I mean, they're not going to let you be over talented and play with the littles, but they let you move up if you want to. If you get older and you just feel like that's where you need to be.
Have you ever had someone who, had, I'll call it disability for lack of, but who maybe learned enough structure or felt more confident with you guys and then moved on to actually play softball or Little League ball or anything like that?
I'm sure that has happened. I haven't experienced that on my team, no, but I'm sure that we do have higher functioning kids with special needs that are able to do that.
So it's not exclusively to brain injury or stroke or some kind of trauma?
No.
Actually, I've had some of the same players several years. This armband is from Matt. It's a gift to me and the players who've been there several years. He gave us an armband. But I've had some players who have moved on. One guy moved into a nursing home because he was older, his health became bad, and he wasn't able to play anymore. So you have different ages, different levels, different degrees. And,
a lot of these guys are shut in all week long.
Yeah.
They may get a Special Olympics bowl.
Yeah.
And this is what they look forward to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like the kids do. I mean, Nancy's one of the best coaches I've ever seen, period, as far as the way she handles her kids down there. It's a different level when you handle children to begin with. I've coached Little League. I've umpired Little League. It's a different level.
So
with handicapped and disabled people, it's a entirely different level, and her kids play ball.
But I'm sorry, I've been conditioned by what I see or what little I know, and that is that you play softball or Little League or whatever, and there are certain age groups and that sort of thing, and moves on up. What I'm hearing though is that this is open from what are we talking age range here that people might consider?
My youngest is 3.
3,
I believe, maybe even 2.
Okay.
And they go to 12, and then they usually move up depending on their ability. They
Okay.
go up to the adult league.
And what's the oldest person that you have out there playing right now?
I think in his 70s.
70s. 70s playing baseball.
But there's no limit. If you want to
Okay.
play,
So if we've got some octogenarians or centenarians that are still wanting to swing a bat.
Sure.
I was this close into talking Dad into pinch hitting for me.
That would have been so neat.
Huh?
So neat.
It was hot. Yeah, it really was. He was
Matthew's
really going.
father,
He said, "I ain't gonna be able to run and get around the base." I said, "I'll go do that for you."
Yeah.
I don't know whether
Swing the
he
bat.
ate, slept, and drank baseball, but I mean it was pretty close, I think, and that would have been so neat.
Yeah. Well, he loved it. He was part of our team anyway.
Yeah.
He took pictures with us for everything. He won the over 90 home run derby one year.
He did.
Really?
Yeah.
A couple years ago.
We didn't have no other people in the contest.
Hey, sometimes you show up, you win.
Yeah.
You got to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah.
Now, however, in the over 50 contest, I know Rob came in second.
Yeah, I'm eyeballing that trophy right there. It should have been mine. No, Matt deserved that. He earned that.
He had to play by different rules.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, he won the home run derby.
we have a lot of fun, and that's what baseball is all about. Like I say, like Dad said earlier, this is what basically the smiles on you guys' face. It's fun and enjoyment. No hardcore competition. No more crying and beating each other up and seeing who can do this or sliding through and hurting somebody. Just playing baseball.
Yeah. Because it's fun.
Helping, because it's fun. Helping each other out.
No,
I talk to the other team as much as I talk to mine. Well, imagine that when I'm on the field. I talk to everybody anyway.
sometimes it works out for you. I mean, it's just one of those things. But that's the thing. We need people like Matt talking this up and letting people know. My awareness was at this level, like zero, nothing. And I think that as I explained earlier, my situation is as caretaker. Got an injured wife and has traumatic brain injury, and I've essentially been her caretaker for a number of years. And so you don't think, and honestly, she wouldn't think of going to play ball.
Right.
But I may plant that seed anyway, because she's starting to like these sort of things. So
Yeah. I'll make her-
we'll see what happens.
She can play with me.
Exactly.
I will not let her get. Trust me, she already knows that I ain't gonna let her get hurt.
Well, there's, you know, just because of our relationship as husband and wife, you know, giving her a bat is a dangerous thing anyway, because some thought may occur to her. And anyway, but that's neat. And so there's no, is there any test or anything for this, or just the fact that you state the condition? Nobody needs to bring paperwork to you and say, I have this injury or anything like that. Is that required? Or?
We do ask, you know, what is their disability, just so that we know what we are dealing with and what we do need to look for as a coach on the field if they do have the seizure disorders. That way that we know what is going on with that specific child or adult. And I know a lot of the coaches bring snacks after the game like you would any other thing, so we have to know food allergies and that kind of thing.
Peanuts or ice cream.
So, yeah. Other than that, no, there is no requirement, no paperwork they have to fill out, no, nothing. You want to play, you're going to play.
Show up.
Yep.
The first year I played, there were some adults in the background that questioned me playing pretty hard because of my abilities that I once had. You know, that, and Cindy Brooks, the commissioner, she was like, man, this guy's a severe traumatic brain injury survivor. Just you watch him a little bit, you'll find it, you'll see it.
Well, this is one of the things that as people go through recovery, my wife was involved with other people, and one gentleman was lamenting a sport that he could no longer participate in. And this particular sport was hunting, and he was paralyzed from the waist down. And, you know, just trying to be cheerful, I said, wait a minute, dude, I said, you still would want to hunt? And he said, yes, I would love to. You know, he started crying, and I said, man, you get the handicap permits, and I said, you get to shoot out of the car like you wished you would years ago, okay? And he goes, you're right. And I mean, it was, and I think that it's just so neat that you're offering this inspiration to kids and adults.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Who knew, huh?
Right.
Now, what
the smiles on the faces, kids, is just, it's like Christmas.
It is.
It's just incredible. I mean, it's just,
it is, and they do get highly disappointed when we have a rain-out game 3 weeks in a row.
Oh boy, yeah, that's right.
So.
Then we ran into Labor Day after that, and you know, we had a nice little cookout last week, and we've extended the season. Cindy has for a couple of weeks, but it's probably going to rain anyway.
Yeah.
Rains every Sunday.
Yeah.
3 minutes, okay.
It's Indiana. You get to wear your whole wardrobe in a week, but you know,
and even if the ground's good enough for my hobbling butt and some other people that hobble to go out and play, I'm not going to go play if the guys in the wheelchair can't play.
Right.
Now
I'm not going to do it.
We're talking to two of the coaches. What consists a team? I mean, how many people do you coach for this? Is there a numerical limit for each one?
There's an average probably. I have 9 this year.
Okay.
I've had 11 probably before. This
So
year
it's
I
not
have
a set.
9. No, it's.
I think it depends on how many sign up, and we have so many little league teams and so many adult leagues. So it just kind of depends on how many we have. I have 9 this year also. So.
Now, would you like more coaches?
We always like to have more coaches.
Okay.
We have coaches, assistant coaches, and we have the team moms and dads and all that. So.
Well, let's give that Facebook. The Facebook is what?
Newcastle Miracle League.
Okay.
And the website is www.newcastlemiracleleague.com.
Okay. All right.
And the ballparks are so easy to find. If people
They
don't
are.
know where Baker Park is, it's real close to Denny Bowling. I played for Denny for a long time. He raised me. Ballparks, it's right by the field house, by the high school.
Right.
By the Hall
Right
of
across
Fame.
the street.
Yeah, it's right there. It's all right there.
Newcastle off of 3, and Newcastle is a sports-oriented town, if I recall.
Oh, sure.
And I think if you stopped at any
That's
gas
awesome.
station and said, "Where's the ball diamond?" we could, or you can Google it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Most
like it's
definitely.
right by the field house.
That's where the high
Like,
school basketball gym is, and it's right there.
Oh yeah. Well, there we go. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
I want to play in the gym when it's raining, but I don't think they're going to be allowed to do that. With some of the
Something
equipment
about
we have.
baseball's in the gym, and no, I don't. I can't picture it, but well, I think you guys are a real inspiration to us. There's so many people that, well, what can I do? I guess the question would be, what can't you do?
Right.
And maybe
Why
for
don't you want to go find? Well, you'll find it. Like I say, I found it on the computer.
Well, I have a thing here, okay, because I've seen this, and I think it's maybe a trend where kids today, oh, they got it so rough, okay. I'd like for parents who are having a little difficulty where their kids this or that or whatever and thinks that they can, they're perfectly capable, but they just don't want to come out and see people with true handicaps and people who love them.
Right.
It's good to watch. It's good to see those who have less ability out there trying.
And then when they walk away from the field, you say, oh, you forgot your wheelchair. Oh, you don't have one. I mean, it's really
These are some of the best people I've ever met.
brain injury and recovery is a lot like, you know, knowing that you're still capable and knowing that people like you are out there is just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I just think it's neater than heck, you know. And
Right, the trust factor that comes with having a brain injury or any of these other chronics. I trust them. I can go out and play with them.
well, I just want to thank you for being the kind of people that you are. Please contact the Newcastle Miracle League Network.com or the Facebook page, same address. Go out there, help yourself, help some others, live large, laugh a little, and enjoy being with people like we've had on here today. Thanks. On behalf of Brain Mechanics and Matthew Duffin, we appreciate you watching.
The topics discussed and the information provided on this program is for general information. The hosts of this show are not medical professionals and are expressing their personal views and stories related to their individual lives. Their views are not intended to be used or taken as medical information. If you or a family member have suffered a traumatic brain injury, you should seek help from a practicing licensed physician.